So what we have here is our database. We've gone and created and imported the data, and we now need to actually go and help our business out, because what they want is something that's going to be a bit useful. So if you look at what we need to do, we've sort of explained the business, what they're doing, we've looked at the data file. We now need to come up with that set of questions to find the answers to. We've done this a little bit out of order because we've worked out the tables, we've created the data dictionary, we've built the database and imported it. But these three, part 3, and and 8, 9, and onwards are linked together. So we've got a CD store business. They want to make money. So what we need to do is work out what information is going to be useful for them. So we need to introduce this. So a few points. So the CD store wants to make money. They find the following information useful. And we're going to put our list of queries, things we want to find out. Sometimes it's useful to actually have looked at the data to try and find out what sort of patterns we could find. So we might want to say, find which is the most popular credit card, which you might say. You might look at repeat customers, which is basically meaning customers ordered more than one. Okay, you might look at most popular album or the artist. We could look at total sales by counting. We could actually combine a few. So to look at, the artist and the county. We could just create, list of customers who purchased an item, particular record. The lists are sort of endless, but the key thing here is finding useful information for our business. And so we're going to work through how to create these different queries. So a query is basically a search, so filtering through our data. So what I'm going to start with is let's just find a list of customers who purchased a particular record. So we're going to go back into it. So we could just go and filter by the CD title, and let's just say we only want a few thoughts. So now I've got a list of the 40 people that purchased that, but I've got all this extra information. I don't want to see all that. That's what a query is going to do, is just find and show just the information we want. So what we're going to do is go to the Create tab, click on Query Wizard. Actually, no, we want to do Query Design, don't want to use the wizard. We're going to add the table. And now I'm just going to add the information I want. I don't need to add everything. So let's just say I want to find all the ones for a particular artist and the customer details. So I need a new customer title. I'll just delete that one, get them in nice order. I can always move them around later, but it's always probably better to have them in the correct order in the first place. So we're going to get their address, so we could actually make like a mailing list for these customers. If I go and view this now, I've got all the customers, all the artists. I could go and modify and say sort it by artists ascending. And I can see, all the Armageddon ones there, Astro Trooper, and so on. Let's say I want to find a certain one. So I'm just going to put inside brackets square brackets, enter artist. So now when I run this, it's asking for a parameter. It's saying enter the artist. So I'm going to type in the word Astro, and nothing comes up. If I look back at my orders table, actually look, there is no artist called just Astro. I'm just going to sort this. So one called Armageddon. I've got one called Astro Trooper. We have to be exact. So I'm going to go back to my design view, view it again, Astro Trooper, and I found just all the 207 Astro Trooper orders. That's called a dynamic query. I'm going to save that as this is names. This is customer details for artist orders. Okay, I'm going to run that. Each time we'll be able to ask to type that in. So I've got that one query. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to copy and paste it. Right. This one's going to be customer details for Armageddon. And I'm going to go into design view. So remember, design view is always how we edit things. And rather than enter artist, I am just going to write the name Armageddon. And it automatically will only find the Armageddon ones. So this is when we're going to query. So I've now got my 86 customers for Armageddon. I'm actually going to take this and we're going to make a quick report for this just to show the customer details. So I'm going to go create. This time I'm going to use a report wizard. I don't want to use that table. I want to use customer details for Armageddon. And I want everything except for the artist. And I can sort of group these together if I need to, but I'm just going to leave them as is. And I want to sort it by the county. So anyone that lives in the same area is going to be grouped together. We can customize our layouts. And we want to preview the report. I might have chosen the wrong one. So now I've got all the customer details for Armageddon. I can now close that from preview and I can go to design view and I can modify this with those specific details of what I want. Changing the format, so I can make that nice and bold. And also set up